Guten Morgen, ihr Lieben. Ich bin jetzt eingeladen zur Aston Martin Präsentation Valhalla. Ich freue mich wahnsinnig und bin total gespannt auf das neue Auto.
Closer to the stage, run you through some of those key stats on the car, and then we'll invite you up on stage for you to understand and see this car in even greater detail. So the Aston Martin Valhalla represents the second in our mid-engine lineup of cars. First car into production is the Valkyrie, our hypercar, and the Valhalla represents a more almost usable everyday supercar that we will put into production in 2023. Let's just cover some of the key facts around this car before you see it in more detail. So the car is built around a carbon fibre tub. Very light, very strong, very stiff, gives us the perfect platform from which to hang all of our key components around. To that tub, we then add our powertrain. I like to describe the powertrain of Valhalla as having 3 motors. One motor, a 4-litre V8 twin-turbo engine with a flat plane crank, dry sum, putting out 750 horsepower. To that, we then add a hybrid system in the form of 2 electric motors. One electric motor driving just the front axle, another electric motor working with that 4-litre V8 twin-turbo working on the rear axle. Those 2 electric motors combined give us another 200 horsepower. So all in, Valhalla is producing 950 horsepower, 1,000 Newton meters of torque, capable of propelling the car from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 2.5 seconds, onto a top speed of 350 kilometers an hour, a target dry weight of 1,500 kilos, producing 600 kilos of downforce at 250 kilometers an hour, and all based around a target Nürburgring Nordschleife time of 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So we have our tub, we have our powertrain. That hybrid system gives us opportunities to deploy that power in alternative ways. Naturally now we have a 4-wheel drive Aston Martin supercar. We can apportion that power and torque between the front axle and the rear axle according to how much grip is available. That hybrid system also means we can run in a silent or an EV-only mode. We can turn off that V8 at the rear and we can run with just the front electric motor. The car is capable of a range of 15 kilometers and up to a top speed of 90 kilometers an hour. Perfect for those late night finishes or those early morning starts when you need to head back home in silence without waking the neighbours. Putting that power down onto the road through the rear axle, the first one on Aston Martin is an 8-speed DCT or double clutch gearbox. Where this gearbox is unique for us is we can save weight and we can save space by quite literally removing that the reverse cob. To make the car go backwards in reverse gear, we quite literally spin up the front electric motor in reverse and it gives the car an e-reverse system. So we have our tub, we have our powertrain, we need to put that power down onto the road with the running gear, the wheels, the tyres, the suspension and the brakes. Valhalla features 21-inch wheels at the back and 20-inch wheels at the front. It gives it a natural nose-down stance similar to our Formula 1 car. As you would expect on a car of this type, carbon fibre ceramic brakes, CCBs are standard all round, 410mm at the front, 380mm at the back. Centre-lock wheels are standard, and the Valhalla will be shod with bespoke Michelin performance tyres. From a suspension point of view, we run almost motorsport-derived suspension. The springs and dampers at the front are mounted horizontally rather than vertically, more inboard on the car, better for performance, better for weight saving with unsprung mass. It also gives the design team more freedom that they can more shrink wrap that front wheel arch closer to the top of the tyre envelope. Then moving over around to the roof of the car, you can see here a very prominent 3-stage roof scoop. The centre section is feeding air directly into the engine, and the 2 outer scoops are feeding the oil cooler and the transmission cooler. Working round to the back of the car, when you come see the car in more detail, you will see 2 massive rear venturi as part of the rear diffuser system, helping produce that 600 kilos of downforce. Again, the car features active aerodynamics with an adjustable rear wing and an adjustable front splitter as well. And then finally, to the inside, our show car here features an initial thought on the interior, but from a driver and passenger point of view, they will be very much part of the car. They will quite literally sit on the tub. The car will have no seat. We can save weight and we can save space, but to get the driver and passenger more comfortable, the steering wheel will have an extended range of reach, as will the pedal box. The pedals will quite literally come to the driver to give them the ideal seating position. So, just some quick facts and figures for you, ladies and gentlemen, on the Aston Martin Valhalla. Please come and join us on stage, and we will be joined by our Chief Executive Officer, Tobias Moers, and he will come and help you understand this car with us in a little bit more detail.